Welcome back to All by Wally. Today I want to show you how to make this cute, I would say the decorative mannequin. It's not for Barbie, it's just made it from the fabric left that I usually upcycle into this cute stuff. So I want to show you the example of the dress that we hemmed it, and from the fabric left we did made a bow, and this is what we got left again. I don't like to throw the fabric, so here what we're gonna need. We're gonna need a mannequin which I purchased from Amazon, or maybe you can find at our platform. So we're gonna need fabric and needle and thread and the scissors, and that's all. Take the piece of the fabric and just follow the direction. For example, with this fabric you can create as many designs as you wanted, but I'm gonna show one of them. If you are interested in this kind of tutorials and you want to see the small collection that I usually create, sometimes I do sell them because people like them, so you can make this into a small cute hobby business, or you can just do it by yourself. So we wrapped this fabric around, and this is the design that we're gonna stick with it. Now the edges, I'm just gonna fold it inside, and I will add some pins to hold this fabric right there. And then we're gonna use the needle and thread, and we're gonna sew this part. The extra fabric, I will cut it off. We don't need that part. Our top part is ready. You always can do the opposite, the skirt first and then the top, but I decided to do the skirt after because I wanted to make it kind of like poofy design. So I do have the polka dots fabric, and also I have the tulle fabric which was under layers, and I'm gonna use them both. I'm gonna cut the length that I need. It depends how poofy you wanted to make the skirt. You don't need a lot for this teeny tiny waist, so I'm just gonna cut it half of it. Now I'm gonna place the tulle fabric and on top the polka dot one, and I will pin it together. When all it's pinned, I'm gonna put it in half and cut it the length I need it, and also I will cut to be straight hem. Now only thing we need is just to place all the edges together, and we need to sew the edge on the sewing machine. Here it is. I also cut the allowance until a little less than 1/4. Now I'm gonna take my needle and thread, and I'm gonna do the running stitch on all the edge around. Do not cut the thread, leave the thread alone, and we're gonna pull and adjust right on the mannequin. Just make sure to adjust the small little ruffles, and then we're gonna be able to adjust on the teeny tiny mannequin. So you can sew it on top, but I think I'm gonna sew all the way under. So I'm just gonna turn this mannequin and the skirt, and then I'll adjust the thread. You can only just pull it and tie it 2-3 times and you're good to go. After adjusting all these cute ruffles, I'm gonna take another needle and thread and I'm gonna start sewing to the top that we did it, because you don't want it to the skirt to kind of like look like detached, which you could, but I want to make sure it looks like a dress, so I'm just gonna sew all around. Our dress is almost ready. The only thing what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna press it a little bit at the iron because I feel like it's a teeny tiny too fluffy, but in general it's done and we almost ready. We just need to add a small bow and a small detail and all set. You can be creative and create any design you want. For example, if I would change another one, then I would fold the front part and I would make it kind of like the front part shorter and the back side longer. You can play as much as you want it and create your own design. This is why I like to upcycle fabrics and create this cute stuff. Next, what we're gonna need is a piece of the polka dots fabric, and I also added the other layer and one button. I choose the clear one and a silver. I think the clear one looks way much better than a silver, but you can choose the way you want it. Okay, so now we're gonna start working on our bow. All we need to do is to find the half and then to fold the edges right to the middle. Make sure one quarter is one on top of each other, and then with the thread and needle we're gonna sew running stitch. After running stitch, I'm gonna take the thread and just wrap around couple times just to make it tighter and make sure it's right in the middle. And then we're just gonna do a couple of the loops and all set. Don't cut the thread because we're gonna sew it to the dress. So I feel you also can use the button in the back side. I will use it in the front. I'm gonna take a piece of the tulle and I'm gonna tie it around the bow. I feel like that will look cuter, I guess. You can add any beads or just be creative and create your own design dresses. You can even create this one if you have exactly the same fabric. And please feel free to subscribe for more tutorials like this. Let me know what do you think about this tutorial and share your work. I would love to see your work as well. Now we just need to hand stitch the bow, just a little bit, not super tight. And we're almost done. We just need to sew the button and our teeny tiny dress cute decoration is ready. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed at least a little bit, and if you wanted to see more tutorials like this, let's create together and share your work as well. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best.